Guys, we're doing a recording today about reporting category 2. We are still on reporting category 2. This is a bigger reporting category. Remember, I talked about that. We are going to go over writing equations. So writing equations is more of some people like to call it an ELA lesson because you have to read it and then be able to kind of translate it into the numerical representation of it. So that's kind of what we're focusing on today. Our funny here actually made me giggle when I read it. It says, "I will not let you leave the house looking so improper, young lady," because it's an improper fraction. All right, I'm going to do the first one with you, and then the rest of them you're going to do on your own, and I'm going to do the pause and play thing. And guys, remember, if I'm doing pause and play and you just let the video run through and you don't really pay attention, you're not doing yourself any favors, okay? We want to make sure that we are pausing when I say pause and play when I say play, so that we are doing our own work on our own sheet of paper. That is how we get the practice in that we need to be able to understand this stuff, okay? So looking at this, I'm going to read it one time and then I'm going to go back and read it while writing. So the first time that I read it, I'm not writing anything down. Don't go through and try to write down. I mean, when you get really, really good at these, maybe you can do that. But I want you to read through it the first time and then start to put together some kind of equation. All right, it says 19 less than a number is the number, or is the same as the sum of half the number and 6. What is the number? Okay, so I've read it through once. Now I'm going to write as I see. So I'm going to put 19. Oh, where's my pen? I know it changed a little bit because I had to pause and get my pen situation fixed. All right, so we have 19. So I'm going to go ahead and write 19 less than. So less than, I would say, would be a minus. Okay, less than a number is, okay, so here's the thing. When it says less than a number, it's going to mean that I want to switch these two things. I want to switch whatever is before the less than and whatever is after the, oh, no, I circled the wrong thing, I'm sorry. Whatever is before the less than and whatever is after the less than. So 19 and a number. So these two are going to be switched in just a minute. I'm going to switch them whenever I rewrite the word problem. Okay. Is. So here's a big one. Is it gets looked over a lot, but is means equal. When I see the word is, I'm going to say equal. The same as, and sometimes they don't write the same as, but is the same as the sum of half. So the sum of, we're going to be adding half of the number of, or half of the number, so 1/2 of the number. Remember, when we're saying 1/2 of something, we just add that or multiply that 1/2 to the a, half of the number and 6. So that and tells me what I'm adding. So I have sum of half of the number and 6. So I have half the number at the beginning and 6 at the end. I'm going to do that one more time just so that you guys can see it explained a little bit. And remember, these two are going to switch. It won't let me erase that. 19, so 19 is less than a number. Less than a number. So less than is subtraction. Is going to be equals the same as the sum. The sum means I'm going to be adding two numbers. And after I see the word sum, it's going to give me two numbers. So I know those two numbers I'm going to be adding. Half the number, half of the number, you can either write a over 2, or you can write like I had it, 1/2 of a. Either way, it's the same thing. Half of the number and 6. So adding 6. That and tells me what I'm adding. What is the number? Okay. Now remember, we're switching these two. So it should be a minus 19. Says step 2, first check the work in step 1 and initial the box. Next, solve the equation and solve your work. We don't have to initial the box, so ignore that. solve the equation and show your work. So there's first things first, I need to get my A's on one side. So I have one A and then I have half A on the other side, 1/2 times A. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to take the 1/2 and get rid of it on that side. So what I do to one side to the other, do the same. Okay, I know it's crooked. I can't get it to go straight. I don't know what the deal is. All right, so when I do that, this pen is not cooperating today. There we go. Don't know why it just did that. When I do that, I get rid of it over here. I get rid of that 1/2, and then I'm left with a half over here. Okay, if I take a half away, I'm left with a half. Minus 19 equals 6. And then I want to get rid of my 19, so I'm going to say plus 19. All right. I'm going to keep working down here, and then we'll look at step 3. That goes away. 1/2 times A equals 6 plus 19 is going to be 25. Divide by 1/2. Divide by 1/2. Let me put that in my calculator real quick. And that's going to be, should be 50. Solved my equation and I get A equals 50. Now it's saying that it wants me to prove that it is correct by plugging it into both sides of the equation. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of this real quick, if it'll let me. Okay, lets me get rid of most of it, so just ignore this. So we're going to plug it in. I have A, which is 50. I plugged in 50 for A there, minus 19 equals 1/2 times 50 plus 6. And then when you do this, it's worked through right here. This is easier to see. When you do this, you should get 31 equals 31. This proves that my equation is correct because these two numbers are the same. If you get anything different on one side or the other, then you did not get the right answer. So pay attention, make sure that we get the same number on both sides. All right, now you've got a few of them that y'all are going to work through. I'm going to give you a few seconds, and then I'm going to have you push play, and then you're going to go through and check your own work. All right, so here we go. And man, this, let me change the color on this real quick, because this is, there we go. That should be easier, maybe a little bit easier to read. So go ahead and read through that one time, write an equation, solve it, and then check your work by plugging it back in. Guys, this takes a long time. Do not push pause and then come back in 2 minutes. It's going to take you longer. All right, so push pause. All right, you should have your answer. So you should have had your answer and pushed play. So here we go. There is the equation right here. There is our equation. After you solve it, you should get 2.5. And guys, if y'all are still having problems with solving, I'm going to go over it in office hours tomorrow. So if you want to come to office hours, come to office hours and I'll go over it. You should get 2.5 once you solve, and when you plug it back in, this is what you should get on both sides. Okay. All right, go ahead and read through this one. Push pause. All right, you should have pushed pause and then play, and you are waiting for your answer. And there you go. And guys, once again, if you have any issues with any of this, email me. That's what I'm here for. Okay, this is our equation. Pay attention to where the x's go. There is our number, and then we plug it in. Ooh, look at this one. Now this one's a little difficult, so you can't just read through it. This one you actually have to think about perimeter. What is the formula for perimeter? Am I going to multiply these things, add these things, subtract these things? Look at the formula for perimeter of anything. And the perimeter of anything is just adding all the sides. You just add all the sides together. So you're going to have to do some combination here. Combination, oh my goodness. Some combining. You're going to have to do some combining here. So let's combine all those like terms. Go ahead and push pause. All right, you should have pushed pause and then play. And here you go. All right, so we have, this is after they combined all the like terms. It says these two figures below have the same perimeter. What is the value of x? When I see this word same, I always want to think of equal to. Something is going to be equal to something. All right, and so I'm going to go through and, oh, where's my pen? Yep, okay. I'm going to go through and I'm going to add this and this twice, and then it's going to be equal to this added to this added to this. Okay, let me see if I can, I don't think I'll be able to write it all out. So 3.25x plus 1 plus 3.25x plus 1 plus 8.5x minus 2, so on and so forth, and then you have to combine all the like terms. And remember, we do the shapes, so like that's an x, that's an x, that's a single word, a single number, a whole number, that's a whole number. You go through and you add what is alike, and then combine all those like terms, and it condenses it down to, instead of all of this, you just have this right here. Okay, once you do that and you solve, you should get 0.5, and then you plug it back in, and there you go. If y'all want to go over this, I have help lab. I have office hours tomorrow. I can go over it in more detail. Just tell me the perimeter question from the recording and I'll go over it. All right, guys, you've got USA Test Prep assignment 13.02. Are we on B? Or we're just on A? No, we are on B. We are on B. So 13.02 B quiz. Please, 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 please get any of your missing work done. I've been contacting people, but I've got 150, I think, kids. So it's kind of hard for me to get a hold of everybody. You've got to get your work done so that we can get those grades up. Complete error analysis for anything below 80%. Anything below 80%, we need to complete an error analysis for and send in the recording, okay? All right, y'all have a great day. Please come see me in office hours tomorrow today at 12:30. And I can help y'all with anything y'all need. Y'all have a great day. Bye.